Welcome back to Minecraft. I'm Dave, and today we're going to be building the Nyan cat. It was a suggestion by a subscriber, but I wanted to add a little bit of holiday flavor to this build. Since Christmas is in a couple days, we decided to add a Santa cap, make the body look like a present, and put some red, white, and green stripes behind him. Alright, so for this build we're going to need a few different types of wool. So the first is black wool. We're going to want light gray wool. We're going to want pink wool. We're going to want magenta wool, white wool, red wool, lime wool, and light blue wool. So as you can see, I've already got a block that has been placed. So now from here, we're going to add one black wool block to the left of that black wool block we already had placed. We're going to switch to light gray wool. We'll add two right above those black wool. We'll switch back to the black wool. We're going to add one to the right of the gray wool, and we're going to add one to the left of the gray wool. Now we're going to add one above the right black wool on the right hand side, and we're going to build one to the right of that. Now we're going to go ahead and fill across the top of that gray. We're going to add one more to the left, and then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, and 4 going to the left. So from here we have 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to leave a 1 gap spacer here in the middle. As you can see, we're going to build down 1 black wool. We're going to go ahead and build down a second one so that we're touching the ground. We're going to build to the left on the ground 2 black wool. We're going to add 2 pieces of light gray wool above that, and we're going to add 1 block of black wool to the left. So those are the feet on the front side of the Nyan cat. So now, above this far right piece of black wool, we're going to add 1 piece of light gray wool. To the right of that, we're going to add 1 black wool. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to add 1 piece of gray up above, switch back to black wool, add 1 to the right. Now we're going to go ahead and switch to our red wool, and we'll add 1 above this piece of black wool, and we'll go ahead and add a black wool to the right of that. Now we're going to build up from here 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 4 black wool blocks going up. Now inside on the left of this top piece, we're going to add a piece of light gray wool. We're going to build up 1 piece of black wool. Now we're going to build across all the way until we're right above the very bottom, where we match up completely. As you can see, we match up exactly with this far edge on the bottom piece, and we're going to go ahead and build 2 more beyond that. So now that's complete, we're going to go ahead and build down the left side of the face. Switch to a piece of light gray wool. We're going to build down from this far left edge. Switch back to the black wool, and we're going to build to the left 1 block, and then from there we're going to build down 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to add a piece of light gray wool on the right side of that last piece of black we added. We're going to build down with a piece of black. We're going to switch to light gray, build to the right 1, switch back to black, and build below. So as you can see, we've got the border for the face built now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill in this bottom row with light gray wool. Now we're going to go ahead and build 1 block into the right there, and we're going to switch to black wool now. And we're going to build across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 with black wool. Now on the left and right side of this, we're going to build up 1 black wool, And then we're going to go ahead and add one right in the middle of that. So 2 blocks from this right one that we added, and 2 blocks from the left. We'll go ahead and finish off our gray wool there. Now, on this next part, we're going to go ahead, as you can see, we have this gray piece that we added here. To the right of that, we're going to add 2 red, and we'll just go ahead and finish off by adding 2 more red right above that. We'll come over here and we'll do the same on this side. As you can see, we've already got this piece of red wool here. We're going to put 1 to the left of that, and then we'll build up a whole row. We'll switch back to the light gray. Go ahead and build up 2 to match that basically cheek that we just built. We'll go ahead and build this side up to 2, add 1 here to the left. We'll fill in this middle piece right above the mouth. And that's what we're looking like so far. So now we're going to go ahead and we'll just fill in right above this cheek. Directly up, we can just go light gray wool clear to the top. Now we're going to switch to black wool. Right here, as you can see, up and to the left of the cheek, we're going to go ahead and add 1 piece of black wool, and we're going to add 1 above and 1 to the left of that. We'll switch to white wool and fill in that corner, and that's the eye on the right side. Switch to light gray wool. We're going to go ahead and put 1 block here. Switch to black. Add 1 block of black wool to the left of that gray that we just placed. And now we're going to build across 1, 2, and 3 of light gray wool. Now we're going to switch to black. We're going to add 1 block here to the left. Add another to the left. Add 1 up above that first block that we placed, and put a piece of white wool there in the corner. Now we can go ahead and fill in the rest of the face with light gray wool. And there we have the face. So as you can see, we have the face done now. We're going to go ahead and try to build the body next. So this bottom piece of the face here, we're going to attach here, and we're going to build out to the left 11 blocks of black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now below that 11th block, we're going to put down 1 piece of black wool. To the left of that, we're going to build 1 piece of black wool, and then we're going to build underneath that 1 piece of black wool. So we're touching the ground again. Now from there, we're going to go ahead and add 3 pieces of black wool going left. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to build up 1, 2, and that's where we'll leave it. So now we can go ahead and fill this in right here with gray wool. So we'll just go ahead and do that really quick. So we did 2 on the base, 3 above that. We're going to move to the right of this back paw now, and we're going to go ahead, leave 1 gap in between, and we'll build down 1 block, build down a 2nd block right there, build to the right of this 1, 2. Now we'll fill in this piece here with light gray wool, and we will add a piece of black wool right there to the right of that. So as you can see, we have the paws done now. Oh hey chicken, thanks for the egg. Anyways, we'll go ahead and build up above this gray wool with 3 pieces of black wool now. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and fill in the Pop-Tart portion of the body next. So from here, we're going to go ahead and build up 4 blocks to complete this bottom portion of the Pop-Tart. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and come right here above this paw, and we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll leave it there. Because we want this to look like a present kind of for the Pop-Tart body, so we're going to add a ribbon, and that's why I'm doing these kind of border outlines right here. So now we're going to build across from this outside edge here on the left side. We're going to build across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 going right. So that we leave it just like that. Now we can go ahead and fill in a couple rows here of the pink. So we'll go there, we'll build in one here, and then we'll switch to the magenta. So we add our sprinkle there. Go ahead and fill in the rest of that portion. We'll go ahead and do the same on this level. We'll add one piece of pink, add our one magenta, fill in the rest with pink, and then we'll just fill in the rest of this section. So there we go, we got some sprinkles there, as you can see. And now, what I think we should do is go ahead and fill in the left side here to build up some more. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. That'll be the border for the ribbon. Here's the outside edge, the 4. And now we're gonna go ahead and build up another 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we just want to make sure that we keep our gap here of 3 blocks. So we'll go ahead and add some light blue just so we can see it. 1, 2, and 3. And now we want to switch to the black wool, and we'll go ahead and build in just a couple blocks, because we are going to have to build the hat off the top of the cat. And its little kind of pom-pom ball for the top of the Santa hat is going to come into the middle of the bow. So we kind of have to make sure that we don't necessarily completely complete that section of the ribbon. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is, I think we'll go ahead and focus on the hat next. Now that we kind of have an idea where the body's going to be. So on this very top portion of the head, we can go ahead and add 2 full rows matching all of the black of white wool. So we're going to build all the way across once and then back for 2. Now along each outside edge of that, we can go ahead and add 2 black wool on both the right as well as the left. Now along the top of the white, we can add 1 row of black wool. So there we have that. Now from there, we're going to go ahead to this right edge. We'll build up 1 black. We'll go ahead and switch to red. We'll build into the left with 1 red. Switch back to black. We're going to build up 1 and 2. On that top piece into the left, we'll add 1 piece of red. Above that, we're going to build up 1 piece of black. Into the left, we'll do 1 red. Switch back to black, build 1 above, and we'll repeat that 1 more time. 1 red to the left, 1 black above. Now we're going to do the top of the hat, so we'll do 1 to the left of black, or excuse me, of red, my bad. We'll go ahead and build above that piece with black. Now we're going to have to build across a few blocks. But what I want to go ahead and do is come over here to this side and build the bottom portion of the hat. So from this block here, we're going to build to the left 1 black. We're going to go ahead and add a red wool to the left of that. We'll switch back to black, and we're going to go ahead and add 2. 1, 2. Now from there, we're going to go ahead and build up 1 and 2 of black wool. We'll go ahead and move into the right and do 1 piece of red. Above that, we'll do 1 black. To the right, we'll do 1 red. Above that, we'll do a black. Switch to red, add that to the right. Do 1 piece of black above that. Go ahead and repeat that 1 more time. 1 red to the right, 1 black above. And now we can go ahead and add 1 more red to the right, and this time we're going to add 2 blocks of black. And now we will add 1 to the right of that, and we will attach the left and right of the top. So there you have that. So now we're just going to go ahead and fill this in. I sped it up just because we're filling this in only with red wool, so the entire empty space filled with red wool. So now for the little pom-pom. So this 1 red block that comes down here, we're going to go ahead and build underneath that directly with 2 pieces of black wool. Now to the left of that last piece we added, we'll add one white. Below that, we'll add one black. Now we're going to add one black to the left of that. Build up one white. Build to the left of that one black. And then add a second above that. And we can finish filling that in with the white wool. So now we finished the pom-pom, and we're going to go ahead and fill in this entire empty space that's left with the light blue wool. I just sped it up because all we're doing is filling that in. Looking like now we just need to work on the top portion of the body, but I think first what I want to do is I want to raise this ribbon a little bit here on this left side. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So we're going to raise it 2 blocks. So 1 and 2. So we'll go ahead and fill that in real quick with the light blue, just where I want. And now we're going to build our black wool just above that. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is continue this ribbon going up. So as you can see, it would come right there and attach here. So we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where the top of the body will be. So we're going to go ahead and build over a little bit here to the left. Build this up a teeny bit. So let's just check how many we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to build in one with a pink wool. Build above that with a black. Build to the right with one pink. And we'll build up with one with black and then just attach. So that's what we're looking like right there. So let's go ahead and fill this in now. So we're going to do one row of pink. Go ahead and come to this left side. We'll build one pink into the right. Switch to a magenta for the sprinkle. Finish this row off with pink wool. We'll go ahead and build a row above that. We can go ahead and add this pink all the way over here until we have 2 blocks left. We'll add one magenta and then a pink, and then we'll go ahead and fill that in. So there we go. The Pop-Tart is done now. We can go ahead and add our light blue here for the ribbon. Now we just need to build the bow up on top. So now what we're going to do for the bow is we're going to come out here to this outside piece on the top of black wool. We're going to build up one of black wool. And now we're going to switch to light blue. We're going to build up one with that. Now to the left of that, we're going to add 2 pieces of black wool. We'll go ahead and build in one to the right of light blue wool. Above that, we're going to add 1 black. We'll build to the right 1 light blue. Build above that with 1 black. And now we're going to go ahead and build to the right 3 blocks. So 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and build underneath that 3rd one with 1 piece of light blue wool. Build to the right of that with a black piece of wool. Build under that with 1 light blue. Switch back to black. Build to the right 1 and 2. Build down 1 piece of black wool. Now we're going to go ahead and add 1 and 2 to the right. We'll go ahead and attach here. Then we'll go ahead and add 1 block to the right. I think we may want to increase that bow a little bit on the top there, so I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we'll knock this out. We'll add it right above there. And so we're just going to shift everything to the right one. So we're going to knock those 2 out because we shifted it already. We'll add our blue there. We'll add a black here. Knock that out. Add a blue. And add 1 more black to the very top. So that's more what we're looking like. So we have 5 black along the top, and then we stair step down into the middle. Now from this point, we're going to go ahead and build up 1. Add 1 to the right of that, a black wool. Go ahead and switch to your light blue. Add 1 to the right. Add 1 piece of black wool above that. Switch back to light blue. Add 1 And now we're going to switch back to black. Now let's figure out where our outside edge of this ribbon is going to be. It's going to be right here at this point, the edge of the top piece of the Santa hat. We're going to build up 2 pieces of black wool. We'll build into the left of that with 1 piece of light blue. We'll build up above that 1 piece of black. Again, switch to light blue, build into the left, and then the black, and go ahead and make your connection. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and start filling it in, but we have to make sure that we add some black wool in the middle to make it look like an actual ribbon. So let's go ahead and start from the mid piece here, and we're going to add 1 piece of light blue wool, 2, 3, and we'll stop right there. From here we're going to add 1 piece of black wool. Now we'll switch back to light blue and go ahead and finish this row off. Now we're going to build 1, 2, 3 coming in from the right of light blue. We'll switch to the black and add 1, 2 going left. Switch back to light blue and fill in that row, and then just fill in the rest of this side of the boat. Now we can come over to the right. We can just fill in this piece here. And now we're going to go ahead and build over 1, 2, 3 coming from the left. Now do 2 black wool, 1 and 2. Switch back to light blue and just fill in the rest. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we think, how that looks. That's looking great. So now the next thing that we need to do before we do the nice little streamer back behind the Nyan cat is to build the tail. So go ahead and switch back to your black wool, and let's go ahead and add a tail now. So we're going to go ahead and attach here at the level of this sprinkle. As you can see, we're going to do 1 piece of black wool to the left. We're going to add 1 more piece of black wool above that. Now we're going to build to the left 1, 2, and 3. Now we're just going to stair step it with a single block up, a single block left pattern from here. So 1 up, 1 left, 1 up, 1 left, 1 up, 1 left, and we'll do 1 more, 1 up, 1 left. Now we're going to build up 1, 2. Now we're going to build right 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to stair step it a single at a block at a time. So build down 1, build right, build down, build right, build down, build right, and then go ahead and make your connection there. Actually, now let's do 1 more down, right, down, and right. Now above this piece here, we're just going to go ahead and make that a black block. And we'll go ahead and fill this in with light gray. It's getting a little dark. I'll go ahead and make it daytime here after we fill in this tail here. So you can see we filled it in with light gray wool, and that's what our tail looks like. So let's go ahead and get started at the top of the paw here. So we're going to add 10 blocks of white wool coming back to the left hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now we're going to go ahead and follow that up with another row of white, and now a 3rd row of white all the way to the edge. Switch to lime green. We're going to do 3 rows of this. Switch back to white, do 3 rows. Switch to red and do 3 full rows. We're just going to make sure that we match up here on the right hand side with the white and red. We're going to add 3 more rows of white and then do 3 rows of lime green. So now we will drop everything down a block. Now to do this, we're just going to build 1 white to the left there, as you can see, and we will drop down 1 block. Now from here we'll add 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're going to go ahead and follow this up and do 3 rows of white, do 3 rows of lime green, 3 of white, 3 red, 3 white, and 3 green. We're We're not going to build here. We're going to move up one and do 10 to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's go ahead and fill in our 2 more rows of white, 3 of green, 3 of white, 3 red, 3 white, 3 green, and there we go. And that's it. And there we have a nice design. Now one thing that we might want to do so that it would be consistent with the actual structure is on this top piece here. Since this was our 10 blocks, what I think we may want to do here is add 1 green right there so that it would match, so that it's 10 of green, because this would be kind of the next row. And we're just going to want to make sure that our shifts are right. So do a red here, make that a white, make this a green, and then knock these out right there. So that way we've got 10, 10, 10 on the back side, and those are just kind of matching up. So that's what we look like. Alright, so we've completed the Nyan cat now. I think it turned out very awesome. I'm very pleased with the build. I definitely hope that you try to make it before Christmas. I think it's a great build and you'll have fun with it. And I hope you add it to your map. As always, it's been a pleasure. Remember to like and subscribe, and take care.